So delighted to see I'm thankful for you all, and we just an opening. We thank God for His grace and mercy, His guiding light, and we ask for mercy to get us through this time, and we ask for grace to help us overcome the challenges that each person may be facing, and we praise Him for His victorious times and to get us through this. And we ask blessings on each person under the sound of my voice and their households as we endeavor to finish today's events and activities. Good to see you all. How?
Okay.
Go get them. Let's go get them. All right.
So to do a quick recap, we are on day 1 today, and we will talk about how to fund your marketing. And so over to you, Regina. Oh, I want to quickly share with you that in the next few days, we want everyone to have their links ready with LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, and all the new ones that we'll be teaching you, so that everyone gets 20 subscribers, 20 likes, 20 pages. So tomorrow onwards, bring your links and put them in the chat like I have done today. And so please click on all the links and connect with me. And then tomorrow, bring your links so that everyone will connect with everyone. So over to you, Reginald.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Hello, everyone. I'm Reginald Larley, and I've had the privilege to be the chairperson for the challenge. And this evening, I want to talk to you about planning your marketing campaign. It's important to, when you're starting a business or planning a business, to know how you're gonna, what your marketing and your advertising is gonna be, but more importantly, how you're gonna fund it. So we're gonna briefly talk about that today. If you look at your marketing mix, you got your price, you got your product, you got your target market, you got your promotion, you got your place. But with that, you've got to set your marketing goals, determine who your audience is going to be. And when you do that, that's going to help you determine your budget, your timeline, as far as how you're going to make all this possible, and also consider what you're going to actually deliver to the end user, which is your customer. Now, we talk about funding. And we look at different types of loans. I'm going to talk about loans. Elizabeth's going to talk about grants, but I'm primarily going to talk about the loan type of funding. The thing that's important, and I'll just give you a brief overview. A lot of business owners, when they get started out, they start using sometimes have to use their personal credit until they get business credit. So it's always important to get that particular business credit, personal credit right, or be able to get it to a point to where getting business credit isn't an issue. A lot of people use revenue-based funding, which is good. They're able to use that on the basis of their business revenue, and sometimes that helps. A lot of businesses access lines of credit for those that can get it. And then you also have your like giggle funding, micro funding, and things of that nature, where it may not take a large amount just to either get started or to keep one afloat. These are just examples of things to be able to access to either to get that necessarily fuel that's needed. A lot of these are short-term. They're not intended to be long-term things. So that's just something to consider, to either keep one in business or if there's a specific goal in mind. This is pretty much what I wanted to share with regards to this. But if you want to look at these, there are some examples that I think would be good for everybody to know. But that's generally this is basically my portion, is like when you're looking to fund a business, or if you're looking to fund your marketing and your advertising, these are just avenues to consider. Many people know this already. There may be somebody that's new and may need this information. So therefore, this is something that may be useful to them. I believe that completes my portion, unless you want to look at the different examples here. Well, you got Linda. Okay, go ahead.
So I put a few to piggyback on Reginald's presentation. I put a few banks that you might want to try. Now, I'm not recommending these, so if you apply them, you're doing this on your own. I'm making suggestions, so I don't want you to come back and say, these didn't work or whatever, but these are just recommendations, and I would like you to use your own judgment when you're going for loans. Now, Lendio is a bank that will match make you with your zip code for an SBA loan. So I think many of you may or may not know, but the Small Business Administration offers SBA loans. And the difficulty in getting those loans are that they are only issued by certain banks. And so that's why Lendico is like a gateway. Now, the American Express is the best card that you could ever get if you want to start business credit and lines of credits. And they're very flexible in helping small business owners or even large business owners, or even if you're pretty successful. It's a good card to have, and it helps you build good relationships. So when you have cards with big major banks, it helps your credit tremendously, because when underwriters are looking at you, they're going to look at who's lending money to you. So American Express is really the number one way to start business credit. Biz2 credit I haven't used, but I thought it was a good one to try. Business loan is another one. OnDeck.com. ThreadCap we've been approved. It's a North Carolina not-for-profit organization that helps small businesses to get business credit. Then there's Carolina Small Business, which is similar to ThreadCap, and they are pretty reliable. Now, many of us never think about cashback, but cashback is a great way for you to get money back from when you spend. And Wells Fargo has a good cashback program. So does Discover, and so does Capital One. So that's just some things that we're suggesting. Now let's get into grants. So let's say you don't want a loan, or let's say you don't get approved, your credit, and please talk to Reginald. He helps with credit rating and credit repair. But if you're in that situation, or you just don't want a loan, then grants is the way to go. Unfortunately, we're in November, and November is not a good month for grants because it's the end of the year, it's closer to the holidays. So I had to really dig into grants to find some for you. But come January, in fact, I think we should do a class, every quarter. It runs on a quarter cycle so that you never miss a grant. So let's dive into it. The best part about a grant is you don't have to pay it back. So that's the difference between a loan and a grant. So the way grants go is you have the federal grants, and then you have a state, and then you have a local grant. So the federal grant goes through this big machine called grants.gov. It's a very difficult website, very complicated to understand, but I'd advise you to start getting familiar with it. It's really simple. You type your zip code and it'll bring all the grants that you qualify for. And then you can just go right into it and apply. But it's a little bit of working because all grants may not appear, and you probably need to check it like every week because grants pop up, every day. Local government. So you want to stay in touch with your mayor of your city, your House representative, your commissioners. You want to, from time to time, try to attend chamber meetings and find out in your zip code what are the local grants that are on, and usually that goes through your mayor's office. So if you're not attending city council meetings, try to call the office every now and then, or check in with them and find out what grants are available. But those are usually pretty easy to get, and they're available to you at your zip code. Another great resource to find grants is your small business center. So everywhere, every city has a small, they used to be called SBA offices, but now they're called small business development centers. And again, you just can Google it. put your zip code in and make a phone call and try and connect with them and ask them, are there any grants? Sometimes you have to call them every month because they'll say, oh no, we don't know about anyone, because it'll suddenly pop up and you wouldn't know about it. But they are your best friends. If you really want to be an active grant seeker, you want to make friends with the small business development centers. They also offer other resources like helping you write a business plan. They help you with seminars, and they have webinars, and they have a lot of coaching as well. So they're really a good resource to use. The USDA is, if you're in a rural area or undeveloped area, they have fantastic grants. And so that is great if you have a farm, or even if you don't have a farm, but you're in an area that needs development. These are very easy to apply for, and they're around year round. Now, if you're in North Carolina, we have the North Carolina Idea Grant. It's a seed grant for anyone who's starting a business. And I actually know somebody who got 50,000 this year for it. And so it's a pretty successful grant. And then there's the Galaxy of Stars. They give money every single month, and you have to just go there and apply. And I have never got it, but I know some people that have, and it just runs out very quickly. So you have to write the grant, and it takes you not even 10 minutes. It's your name, your business, your LLC. Another advantage of writing grants is it's newsworthy. So, when we talk about social media and making announcements, uh, getting grants can get you, good vibe on the internet as well. Women have a lot of opportunities for grants. So if you're a woman-owned business, there are plenty of grants. The ones that I picked today are I Fund Women, the Amber Grant, and then the National Association for Social Self-Employment. So these are really easy, and they're available all the time, I think. And so you could get up to 10,000 to 25,000, but you have to be a woman-owned business. So you have to own 51% of the stock in your company to qualify. So crowdfunding, I know you've heard Elton talk a lot about crowdfunding. PayPal, lots of people don't like PayPal, but PayPal, as complicated as it is the best source to get a donation link. So if you don't have a PayPal account, get in touch with me, and I'll give you a link, and you can join PayPal, and then just get like a donation link. And once you get that, you can use these gateways to set up your crowd. You can do it on Facebook, you can do it anywhere. But get familiar with crowdfunding. And I know some people say, I don't know, I don't want to ask people for cash on the internet, but you don't have to ask them for cash. For example, if you're giving away books, let's say you want to give away 100 books. Say, look, I want to give away 100 books, so I'm raising money to be able to give people a book for free. So, that way it doesn't sound like you're desperate or you're asking people to pay your electricity bill or something, but make it business worthy, and that will make more people feel incentivized to donate money to your cause. So that's again a marketing thing that will teach you in the next couple of days. So contests. Now, the way that contests work and why it's important to apply for contests is that you get a lot of algorithms. If you want your Facebook page to just have a lot of momentum, join a contest, because when you join a big contest, you get part of a much bigger network, and your algorithms will really jump high, and you'll get a lot of subscriptions, you get a lot of likes, you get a lot of posts, because now you're joining a much larger group than yourself. And so Goldman Sachs does a lot of things year round. They have programs, they have contests. The FedEx one is the one that everyone enters, and it's more because you get a lot of visibility on social media. and the fast break small business is the same. So it's just a contest. You got to do a video, talk about your business, why you want to win. It's kind of like American Idol, if you're running for office, political office, you'll find your pages just go out of the window. So if you're really looking for a fast way to get a lot of subscriptions and a lot of people liking your pages, join a contest and you'll find tremendous results, especially if you're an author. I think I've given you 20 contests that you could enter. You have and every time you enter a contest, you could win 25,000 to 30,000, or you could just be part of an algorithm so that you get a lot of visibility. So that now I tell people all the time that you should really look at cash back, because why not? You're spending money anyway. Like CVS gives amazing deals and lots of cash back. The Kohl's Cash program is another one. You're shopping for Christmas. You might as well get some cash back. Ibotta is a great resource. You just take your receipts and you scan them in your phone and they'll give you a gift card. Fetch Rewards is another one, and couponing. So that's a way to get paid for shopping. And then there are these banks. Now I just put two programs that I know of, but they give you $300 just for opening a bank account. I got it for First Bank, and I'm still working on Chase. But in like literally, there's certain companies that will give you incentives, and you could just have $1,000 like in a week's time, and you could use that for your marketing or for something else. So these are great ones. Now we'll continue this money making on the internet discussion on day 6 when we do side hustles, and we'll spend the whole day doing that as well. So Reginald, over to you. Do you want to tell them what the challenge is? And I'll be here for Q&A too. I don't know. Everybody turn your sound, please mute. Reginald? Or you want me to pose the question? Or Elton, you want to pose the question? Okay. Okay. So the question is, you are a business owner. You are planning your marketing campaign for the holiday season or for the year 2024. So the first question is, what is your business? Are you an author? Do you do credit repair? Do you sell Avon products? What is your business? And who is your market? Dallas, New York, North Carolina? Identify that. And what form of marketing would you, New Jersey, what form of marketing would you use? Would you use Facebook? Would you use LinkedIn? Would you use, what would you use? And how much funding would you need to adequately market your business? So if it's zero and you have no money, I started with zero and I made a lot of money, but whatever you want to do, you have to come up with what is the budget? And the person who guesses the budget the closest to what is real and what is, something, will be the winner of today's challenge. So anybody has any questions about the challenge? And how will you do it? You'll go on this link, and I put it in the chat, brightsideglobaltrade.org challenge, and you'll hit the question section, and then you'll answer this question. So let me show you. I'll come back to that. But meanwhile, I rushed through the slides. Does anyone have a question? Okay, William has a question. Go ahead. I know it's a lot of information, so we'll go slow. Yeah.
I emailed you a brief essay on marketing today.
Okay.
And I was discussing the areas of marketing, type of people, which are cultural, societal communities, and what the product was that you'd be selling there. I put a lot of information there that I kind of familiarized myself with a few years back when I was in school. And somehow another hadn't left my frame of thought. I
Thank
hope you got that email.
I did get that email and it was very well written. And I'll make sure that I'll put it in the email so that everyone will get it when I send the video. So I'll make sure that everybody gets William's feedback on marketing. So make sure you read it. Yes, I'll do that. Any questions? Because I know I raced through it, so we can go
Well,
slow. Any
well,
questions?
I lost your audio.
Okay. Any questions?
Well, I just didn't hear what you commented. That'll be all of it. I'm quite sure everything will work out.
Well, I'll make sure that you'll have all these links available. So you'll get a chance to explore them yourself and then try to do a grant writing workshop next year. So we'll go through, what you need and things like that. But usually they take 15 to maybe 10 minutes. It's like a survey question. You go there, you fill out the forms, and then, if you get the money, they'll let you know. It's like as simple as that. Yeah. And William, you're a veteran, so there's a lot of grants out there for veterans. Yeah.
Okay. And my business entrepreneurship I sent you that I put together in 2020. What do you think of it?
I didn't get a chance to read it, but I will.
Okay.
But I did get a lot of emails from you, so thank you for that. Okay. Any questions? Any other questions? Any of
Yeah, I missed out on the first few minutes of trying to get on here. It kept saying waiting.
I'm sorry. Yeah. What I'll do, I'll make the video available so you'll be able to see the whole thing. Yeah. But go ahead with your comment. Yeah.
Well, I think the only thing that I really that's gonna help me right now is because I'm just a new starter and the way times are now, the financial things and the other things going on in the house, the issues. I'm probably looking more like trying to get a grant or something so that I can update my equipment.
Okay.
And then go from there. I think once I update my equipment and I'm able to push out more product, then I should be pretty good shape starting off anyways.
What amount are you looking at?
I did some research on certain equipment that I need, and I'm probably looking at anywhere from maybe $1,800 to $2,200. That's not much, but to me it is.
Yeah, yeah. Your best bet would be to if you wanted right away to talk to ThreadCap or try to get a loan. But if you don't want a loan and you want a grant, this is a hard time because November's close to Christmas. The year is almost closing out. But you could try Galaxy, and I've got a couple of them that I looked at that are still available. So you could try some of those. Yeah.
Best Buy has programs.
Say again?
Show that commercial.
I don't know. Can everybody mute, please?
Oh, you need, are you clear on what kind of equipment you need? There? Can't hear you.
Well, now you muted him.
Okay, unmute, you will,
Vernon.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Vernon, could you unmute?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Can't
Yeah.
hear you now.
Basically what I'm trying to get is a larger press. I've got a smaller press that's I'm able to do small work on, but I need a larger press because of the different size products, like the different size shirts. When you get up into 2X and 3X, you got a lot more space.
Okay.
And so I need a bigger press to accommodate that much space on the shirts.
Who's the manufacturer of the press?
I can't call the name right off. I went on Amazon and researched them and
All
checked
right,
to see
because
what kind
usually the grant would come from that company. So you'd have to go and look at their grants and see if they do something. But I'll help you locate. That shouldn't be hard to get a loan or a grant or funding for it. Yeah. But did you all get some ideas, contests, crowdsourcing? So like I think as a business owner, every month you should try some of these, even though you may not need the money right away. But it'll help you fund your marketing because marketing can be so expensive. And just having a little extra, even if you're just doing a giveaway, Christmas is coming, you might just want to do, hampers and you like, especially for jeans, if there's like a cancer program and you just want to donate like a whole lot of Avon products, then a grant is a great way to do that because you can partner with a not-for-profit organization and write a great grant, and then that would cover the cost of, or Brenda's here too. So with Tupperware, those are great ways to fund, marketing, or Joanne and Bill, if you all want to give away the books to children or do a children literacy program, then the grant
Right.
would be a great way to do it, or enter a contest or something like that. So that's when you want to do it at a much larger scale. So those are some ideas. I know Joe Sanchez is on the phone and he wants to give away books on his website. So you might want to think about that so that you could give away 100,
Yeah, that's
200.
that's another thing. I need to develop a website. But
Yep.
also, see, my intentions were to take a little bit of my money and I was gonna purchase a bunch of shirts before this weekend and make some signs on it says I am a veteran and just hand them out to some of the veterans and stuff.
Yeah, for Veterans Day. That's a great idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. So yeah, we can talk about it. We got 7 days in the challenge. So today is just the first day. So what Reginald and I and Elton wanted to just let you all think about is your budget. So you need to think about what is the marketing budget, then how much do you have and how much you don't have. So that gap, we're showing you ways on how you can fill that gap. So that's all that this session is about. So let's go to the chat for 1 minute so that y'all can, if y'all want to do this challenge right now, you can do it right now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow because the people who didn't show up will get the video a little later than you. So I put the question right there in the chat. And if you click on the link, Brightside Global Trade and Challenge, and if you just go and click on that link, it'll take you right to my website, which is here, and I'll show you the screen. And again, I put the question right there, and all you have to do is respond to challenge 1, click on it, and then just let us know your response. As simple as that.
So you didn't put it in the meeting chat?
I put it in the meeting chat, the link.
I don't see the link.
It's right there in the chat. Go up, go up, go up. You see, today's challenge, you are a business owner. Can you see? It's in the second one after my links.
Okay, I'm not seeing it either.
In the chat, I put it to
In
everyone.
the meeting chat?
Yeah. You scroll right to the top. Scroll right to the top. To the first message from me. Can you scroll right to the top?
Well, I'm totally out of this now.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
I'm not getting it either.
Okay. Let me do it again.
The first chat I see is from Kenya.
Right, that's what I'm seeing too.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Let me give it to you again. Hold on.
And I seem to have gotten out of this somehow.
Okay. Can you see the link now? brightsideglobaltrade.org/challenge.
All I'm seeing is submit your challenge response.
You don't see a link? brightsideglobaltrade.org/challenge.
I see it now.
Okay, Brenda says yes. Okay. Bill and Joanne.
Yes, I'm seeing it now, yes.
Okay, so click on that link. It'll take you right to this page that's on the screen.
Okay.
And the question to the challenge is right there.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing the question, but
All right, let's go back. You see day one? Can you see day one?
Day 7.
No, that's
Oh,
7
day
days.
Tuesday.
Yeah, can you
Okay.
see day one?
Yes.
Okay, now click to respond to the challenge. You can do it later too, if today it's too. I'm just showing you. When you click to respond to day one, it will have you put your
Okay.
name. Yep,
I think I see what I'm doing wrong.
put your name, you put your email, and then you just answer the question.
Okay. See, I'm trying to do this on my tablet that I'm talking to you on. Do I need to do this on a separate?
Yeah, do it separately. Do it tomorrow. You don't have to do it today. I'm just showing you how to do it.
Okay. And the link. Brightside.
I will send you an email, and with the
Okay.
email, I'll send you the link so you'll get it in your email. But
Okay.
I'm just trying to save your time and say do it now, so that you don't have to worry about doing it later. But that's up to you.
Okay. Okay. I see what the page looks like. So when I get the link, and I know what to start on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go through the calendar again, just so you all can understand. You all don't have to do it today. So day one is today, and your challenge is today. And day two is tomorrow. We're doing cybersecurity. And then day three, we'll do SEO and website, so that you'll learn how to get more people to look at your website. And then day four, we'll do social media. Day five, we'll do email marketing. Day six, we go back to side hustles and affiliate marketing. And then we'll do holiday marketing. And then you'll have 2 days. So if you don't get to all the challenges and everything, you'll get 2 days to catch up. And then we close it out. So you can practice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so back to slide one, just so you all know what the challenge is and the advantage of being online is you're just going to look at you're going to answer this question. What are your marketing goals? Determine who your audience is, the budget, the timeline, and the deliverables. So if it's a holiday campaign, then think about the holiday campaign. If it's only going to be next year, then think about next year. So that in a nutshell is your question. Okay. So let me stop sharing. Any questions? Reginald, you did a great job with those slides. Any questions? So just remember, marketing is just 4 P's: the people, price, promotion, and place. So people, who will buy your product? The price, is the price set? The promotion, what is your promotion? And then the place, is it going to be nationwide? It's going to be, 1 city, 2 cities, 3 cities, 4 cities. So it's the 4 P's that make marketing possible. So we want you to start thinking about it, because at the end of the challenge, we're going to show you how to post on social media and get feedback and things like that, so that you're ready for the holidays. Yeah. Any questions? Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, Ron.
Zoom onto my laptop. I'm on a tablet.
And I am teaching website, how to build a website too. So we do have a session on websites and search engine marketing and things like that. So we will do that thing. So should we stop and wrap up?
There are a
Or
couple of
any
things.
questions?
One thing that I want to make sure that you're aware of is everybody here is familiar with ROI, right? Know what that is?
Say again?
Return on investment, yes.
ROI.
Which is, of course, return on your investment. I mean, you have a target of how much you're spending and what a typical return on your budget would require or indicate, such as, okay, let's just say on a marketing budget, say you want $500 into your marketing budget. Well, $500 to $1,000. Okay, just so that everybody's clear, what would be a good return on $1,000?
Yep.
What would be a good return on $1,000? Just shout it out from your crowd, if you will. If you put 1,000 in, what kind of return would you like to get back? I can't hear you. Just open up your speaker, Joanne.
10,000.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It should at least be double what you
Yeah.
put in.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The industry says 1.5,
Oh.
so that means it would be 1,500 would be your return.
Okay.
So
Anybody else?
anybody else? Jean? No.
Okay. Bill?
Okay.
Bill? Sure. Okay. So the idea being, you have to, whatever you're putting in, you have to be conscious of what you expect to get back,
Yes.
and you have to be aware and on track or targeted for what you expect to get back.
Yeah.
Now, and it also means that you have to be a little tough about that, and manage that very well. Okay, so put 1,000 in, 1.5 back or 2,000 back, and to manage the tool that you're using well.
Yep.
And that means that you are conscious, you're aware, and it also means that if it's a marketing campaign, then you have to be conscious of the practices that you're engaging, so that this helps you to manage the exercise better.
Yep.
So it requires that you put a little grip on your activities, so that at the end of the day, you could use this. Okay, that worked. That didn't work.
Yeah.
Or and it's also good to go. Google all gives you real good tools to help you manage the process better.
Yep.
And what things to watch out for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so you need to think about like sales is one thing. Entering a contest is a second thing. Writing a grant is a third thing. Getting a loan is the fourth thing. So you can only depend on sales, because sales will eventually catch up, but it takes time to create an awareness and a brand. It sometimes takes sometimes it takes a year or 2 years before you see a return on investment. So you want to put different things in the pipeline so that you're not putting, like they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So don't only depend on sales, because then you will find that you will not have the return that you want. So you want to constantly have a measurement, so that every month you do an inventory and say, okay, we got some sales from Facebook, we got, speaking engagements, and we'll talk about that in the side hustles. We got money from the other resources, and then you've got your return on investment. So that now sales catches up, but it takes some time to get to that point. So you want to have a lot of little things going on at the same time, so you get more funds coming in from different resources.
Yeah.
So that's something that we found that works really well. Now I'm doing a podcast summit. In fact, it started 2 days ago, and many people that have talked about this over and over again, that, like sometimes Facebook may not work for you. Instagram might work better. So you have to look at the channel that's making money for you and spend time on it, because sometimes people want to dabble into like 1,000 channels and then they don't know what's going on. They can't keep up with it. So you want to make sure that you try different channels but you want to see the one that you're getting the most results from. Like for me, when I started social media about 9 to 10 years ago, I only worked on Facebook. I took one channel because I said, let me learn that really well, and then I'll go into other channels. So, and I was listening today because I'm in this big summit with all these big people, and they were all talking about the same thing. They all said that do one channel well than to do 10 channels and then you're lost in the crowd. So that's something you need to think about. And we'll be showing you a lot of things, but you want to think about, do I want one channel? Do I want 4 channels? Do I want to be advertising on a channel? Sometimes I've heard this over and over again. Oh, I just put so much money into Facebook and I didn't get a result. You know, nobody bought a book or whatever. Nobody bought a lipstick. But so you want to really think about who you're selling to. Again, people, the product, and then you want to think about the channels. So you want to really have a business plan or a marketing plan in place so that you can then see, which one is doing well, which one is not doing well, and then, you can invest accordingly. So return on investment is very important. And every month you should be measuring what you're doing, because then you can get the results you seek.
And
Yeah.
you should also make sure that you're managing the recipe properly. The recipe for a good investment means that you put the right ingredients.
Yep.
And you are keeping track of those ingredients. And you're also managing what you have to follow the sequence of results. And you have to keep track of that on a daily basis. To see, I mean, and sometimes it comes down to this worked great.
Yeah.
And I got a great result here, but this didn't work so great.
Yeah.
But it did work better when I did this.
Yeah.
So the recipe is important, and you keep track of that and manage that properly so that you can see, and maybe that you might have to change the whole recipe to get a better result.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to us too. We've had to re-engineer everything to get a better result. So the next 7 days are very, very important because the holiday season is approaching. So I want you all to take this question very seriously and think about how you want to answer it. And then as we will be available, Reginald and I and Elton will be available. So if you want to pick up the phone and talk to us in the next 7 days about anything you want to learn, let us know. We are here to help you and work with you. But, even if you just don't have time and you want to just dot it down on people, price, place, and promotion. So just think like that. And then put in, just make a simple basic plan. And I know you will succeed, because if you have an ROI and a metrics and you're measuring results, you will succeed. Yeah. So yeah, any questions? Okay. All right. So all the best with the challenge. So I think many of you were here yesterday and today, so you all already got your 500 points. So 1,000 points are already in the bag. And if when you do this answer, and I should have done the points earlier, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'll share with you how you get your points. So every time you answer a question, you get 1,000 points. Every time you attend a Zoom, you get a 5. So you already have a lead over the ones that are not attending. So that's a plus. Yeah.
Hey, Elizabeth,
Yes.
what I sent you is kind of like what our basic nut is. So I didn't answer all those questions, but I will.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. And even if you want to be, you want to be private and you can do this exercise by yourself, but I encourage you to do it, because then you'll start thinking about, your program and how successful you want to be in the holidays.
And don't be discouraged by lacking this or lacking that.
Yeah.
You have to kind of work within the toolbox that you have, and also be encouraged by trying different things.
Yeah.
But also keep in mind that, you have to keep people on the phone, talking to people.
Yeah.
Wait their responses, and waging their interest levels.
Yes.
And that,
Ooh, ooh, okay.
that helps you come along.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and if there are questions, send them by email.
Yeah.
Send them by email.
And I know I owe you all a phone call, Joanne and Bill. So tomorrow I'm going to try. I was so busy today; it was unbelievable. But I'm going to try tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're excited about your
Because
commitment.
we want to plan your trip and everything. So okay, so
Did you got this?
everybody, yeah. So everybody's on. So I'm checking if Joe Sanchez is still on, or did he leave? He left. All right. Okay. So, call us, talk to us, send us the response, and all the best for the rest of the challenge.
If you need personal contact, usually afternoon
Yeah.
between 2:30 and 4.
Yeah.
That's the best time to
The
get you
budget one is always the hardest. So I had to do that first. So we can move on with the fun stuff tomorrow. Yeah. Now cybersecurity is very important because you want to be secure on the internet. So yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
Mhm.
All right. So we'll talk to you later. Bye. You want to
Bye-bye.
close
Bye-bye.
us out? Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Let's say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for your grace and everlasting mercy. Abide with us and bless each household and give us the victory as we continue to strive, we pray. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Green lights all the way.
Bye. Thank you, Reginald. That was great slides.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Bye.
Mhm.